All right. After completing the creation of your flex class, you want to make an assignment for your students. And the best way to make an assignment or even get acquainted with what Plato has is to just go into your class. I'm going to use summer school from last year because I have a student in here that is a learner, doesn't have an official name, so it's able to use this without jeopardizing the confidentiality of the student. So let's back up for a second and look here. I have my flex classes. After you create a class, your class will pop up on this screen. You're going to click on class you want to make an assignment for. At the top, you can use create an assignment. So let me create an assignment. And before I give the assignment a name, we're going to scroll all the way down, all the way down, all the way down to available content. And what's nice down here is that you have a couple of options. You can search by subject. You can search by standard. Um, some people like searching by standard. Some people like searching by subject. But once you get very familiar with what Plato has to offer, you're more than likely going to go to the Plato courses and custom courses that's unique to your county or district, what has already been created in the system and allowed for usage throughout the county. So Plato courses is a good place to start so you can see how they're usually set up. And Plato titles usually refers back to some of the older content that some people still use in their class. So anyway, you can investigate by subject or by standard, and you can investigate courses, titles, or custom courseware. So let's just dive in. Let's look at North Carolina entrepreneurship, semester A and semester B. It's split up in those two semesters because it's not really on the same pacing as a school year. Might be seen as like college. You have your fall semester, spring semester. But anyway, you want to click into the unit that you feel that you might need to utilize in your classroom. And anything you see these views, you can click on view and it's going to pop up what is entailed in that section. So each course usually comes with a orientation or actually a syllabus as well. So you can see an outline. Here, let's look at the syllabus for entrepreneurship. When I click on that, it gives me overall the goals of the course, prereqs that they should know before they even try this course, if they need anything to utilize the course. So it's saying that they need Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint to help them do this. Of course, a computer with internet and a notebook. They'd suggest a pacing guide for it, which lessons to do. And so that's pretty nice to already have at your disposal for you to utilize in the classroom. So let's back up and go back to here. So now let's go into one of the actual lessons, fundamental economics. Here you have a tutorial and a mastery test. Usually the tutorial, it has notes and interactive portions of it to help the student understand this topic of fundamental economics. And then the mastery test is a short 5 to 10 question quiz that is graded to evaluate what the student knows on fundamental economics. So let's click on view here to let it load up a little bit. And a lot of these Plato environment courses, they are designed to work on Flash. So make sure you have Flash enabled on your browser. Internet Explorer works fine and Google Chrome, but make sure you check with your IT facilitator to make sure that it's enabled on your computers. So as we go through here, this has some plagiarisms, and it's telling you what the objective would be, showing you an overview of the whole little tutorial. So this goes through, and then each of these little 3 lines, that's just telling you that it's something to read. Then there's an activity, something to read an activity, so that it breaks it up. So as we go through, we have our notes that we're reading, and you can click play a lot of times throughout so that it can play out loud for readers that need to hear it. Also on here, on the side, there's reading tools. So slide narration, click to speak, There's even a dictionary in case the student needs to know what the word means. There's a translator on the side. A lot of people don't utilize this left side to help them. There's a highlighter feature as well to help them highlight on the screen as they're going through. Alright, so that's just a little bit of a view of that. Now here's one of those interactive portions where it breaks it down. So according to the law of demand, as prices increase, the quantity demanded by the people increases. That's what I think. I'm wrong. Try again. Decreases. Yeah, decreases. Cool. But and when you click submit, it'll let you know the student if they're right or wrong, and just for them to see if they've got the topic or not. So let's exit out of that for now. So after that, you can assign them a mastery test as well. If you click on the mastery test, this one, let's see, if we click down here, it has 10 questions. And it goes over everything that's in this should have been covered during the tutorial. And so, going through there, this shows you all the answers because we're in it as a teacher, of course. The student wanted to see this. And it goes for you to review to see what's out there. Alright, so going from that, going back to here, that's how you would go through and check out what is in the courseware. So I would advise you check out what's in the courseware first before you actually assign it. Always check out what you're assigning before you assign it. You might just want to assign maybe 1 or 2 lessons just as a review on something you've already taught through a worksheet or a project, and you just want to see if they've got it down pat. So let's stop this video for right now.